What's up guys, KalipezTech here, coming back at you with another video. Today, I'm going to be giving you 5 reasons why you should buy the Samsung Galaxy A32 5G in 2021. Let's get started. So the first reason you should buy the Samsung Galaxy A32 5G in 2021 is the battery. This phone has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery that supports 15 watt fast charging. So not only are you getting pretty much the biggest battery you can get in a smartphone, but this phone also supports fast charging. So if you have a 15 watt fast charger, you're going to be able to charge this phone even faster. So of course, you're going to be getting more life per charge than a smaller battery. Like for example, the iPhone 12 has a 2,815 milliamp hour battery. But the other benefit to having such a big battery is that you're going to be able to go longer over time without having to replace the phone. All batteries degrade no matter how good they are, but with a larger battery like this one, it's going to degrade a lot slower. Once it starts to wear out, you're not going to notice it as much as an iPhone that's almost 50% smaller than this phone's battery. So whether you don't get the chance to plug in your phone a lot throughout the day, but still have to use it so need it to last longer, or you like to keep the same phone for a long period of time without having to replace it, having a bigger battery is going to benefit you either way. The second reason you should buy the Samsung Galaxy A32 5G in 2021 is the storage. This phone is getting 128 gigabytes of internal storage with microSD card expansion, and that's really a whole lot of space. You're going to be able to do pretty much anything you need on this phone, whether you're shooting a lot of videos, if you have a lot of apps like games, or take a lot of pictures, or even keep music on the phone. No matter what the case is, with 128 gigabytes, the average user is really unlikely to run out of space, and even if you do come close, you can use a microSD card to get even more, to hold even more things on the phone. These days, with apps and the system itself getting larger and larger, it's a good idea to have more storage than you think you need, because it's better to have it and not need it than it is to need it and not have it. To give you an idea of what all this looks like, right now the phone is using 26.27 gigabytes of space, and as you can see here, a huge amount of this is actually the system. It's taking up 17.92 gigabytes, which is really a lot. And right now, only 20% of the total storage available is being used. And it also does have pretty much every app that I would use on a daily basis. So with only 20% used, you have plenty of space for whatever else you need. So this just goes to show why it's such a good idea to have all this storage. It really does make a difference to have the space you need to do whatever you want and not have to worry about running out. The third reason you should buy the Samsung Galaxy A32 5G in 2021 is the camera. Up at the front here, we got a water drop notch for the front-facing camera that is 13 megapixels. On the back, we got a 48 megapixel rear camera, an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera, a 2 megapixel depth sensing camera, and a 5 megapixel macro camera. So it has pretty much every camera feature you'll need to take really good pictures. Not only that, but this phone is able to shoot 4K videos in the rear camera and 1080p in the front, so you're gonna get real good quality no matter what you're doing. Take a look at the picture taken with the rear camera of this phone. It is a real high quality picture, definitely impressive, whether you're taking pictures for fun, maybe social media, something like that, or if you're using them for a professional purpose like a website, it's going to be able to take care of pretty much all your needs. And since you have so much storage with this phone at 128 gigabytes, the 4K is really going to come in handy, because 4K videos do take up a lot of space. And some phones at this level, even if they are able to shoot 4K, don't have the storage capacity to comfortably hold those types of files. But with this phone, you won't even have to worry about that. The fourth reason you should buy the Samsung Galaxy A32 5G in 2021 is because, as the name implies, this phone has 5G capability. Now, a lot of 5G phones are more on the high end and as such are really expensive, but this phone, for what it offers, is definitely a lot more affordable. Not only does it have 5G capability, but for what it is, it's also really fast. The phone is getting 6 gigabytes of RAM with the MediaTek Dimensity 720 5G processor, and on Geekbench 5, it has a single core score of 472 and a multi-core score of 1520. And in case you don't know, this is around the same ballpark as an older flagship phone like the Samsung Galaxy Note 8. And even though by today's standards, when compared to flagship phones, it might not be really at that level, for an entry-level 5G phone, this is definitely good. You're not only going to get 5G access, but you're also going to get decent processing power where you can do a lot of more moderate activities that lower end and mid-level phones might normally struggle with, like video editing and playing games, and your content consumption experience is probably going to be a lot better too. My fifth reason to buy the Samsung Galaxy A32 5G in 2021 is the size of the display. This phone has a 6.5-inch TFT display with a resolution of 720p, a PPI of 270, an aspect ratio of 20:9, and a screen-to-body ratio of 81.6%. Even though the display is only 720p, it actually does look really good. And not only that, but the main benefit of this display is its size. Having a bigger display like this is definitely going to help with content consumption. If you're streaming videos, it's going to look really nice. And even if you're doing something like reading or viewing and editing photos, where you really have to see the details, it's going to be a lot easier to see on a larger display like this. Now, even though this display is large enough to give you the benefits of having a large display, it's also not so big that it's uncomfortable to carry around, because there are a lot of phones these days that are absolutely enormous. It might not be as practical to carry with you, but this phone fits comfortably in the hand and in the pocket too. But those were 5 reasons to buy the Samsung Galaxy A32 5G in 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully you found this information useful too. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.